All right, as you've seen by the title and the thumbnail, this is another state of the collection of a sub collection, if you will, for my Phil Harvey knives. So I've been doing a couple of collections groups recently. I've done fixed blades, I've done my Fisher family. Now I just wanted, because all of the Phil Harveys are back in my possession because I loaned some out. I thought I would just do a really quick video of the Phil Harvey collection because Phil's an awesome guy. I just got this Kiridashi from him the other day. It's the most recent acquisition from Phil. And it's just a cool knife that I had to add. Now, I've done individual videos of all of these already, and I've talked about them several times. So this is just kind of really one, to just show all of them together at once, because I think that's a cool thing. And two, it really kind of chronicles my collection for future, right? I can look back on these collection videos and see, oh, in April of 2023, here's what I had, type of thing. So while I'm sharing with you guys, I'm also sharing with my future self, if you will. All right, so this is the most recent one that I've gotten. The first one I picked up was the Gladius. And this one I picked up from my buddy 50 Shades of Slash, actually. I think we did a trade deal and cash. I don't remember all the details because I've had this for a little while now. This is a really cool knife. It's basically a folding Gladius sword is how Phil kind of designed it when he, made it. Has a nice finger choil here. It does have fingerprints and junk on it because that's just how it goes. It's a big, huge mass of hand-rubbed satin D2 steel. Now, a lot of people look at this backspacer and be like, oh my God, that's going to be so uncomfortable. It's really not, because you're not really touching it much. You're barely hitting it here. Even if you're holding it hard, white knuckling it, the backspacer is not even a concern or an issue. Now, the pocket clip is ginormous, but it works really well in the pocket, surprising to say. This one does need a little bit of a sharpening, but, it's okay. I don't carry this one very often, I will admit, and the lock bar pressure on this is so strong. It's a tough one, but it's a big old knife, so you get big old lock bar pressure. Okay, so then in the order of things was the Peacemaker. This is the quintessential Phil Harvey knife. This is his poster child knife, if you will. And I got this one brand new from Phil probably a couple of years ago now. Now, I've been talking to Phil on and off for years. Great dude. We want to have him on the EDC hour. I don't know that timing is going to work at our normally scheduled time. So I got to talk with Alex and Phil. Maybe we'll do something earlier in the day and have him on live, or we will just film him and do it as a filmed, like a normal video. It'll just post of us interviewing him and talking to him. But I'd really like to have you guys involved in the conversation because I think he's got a lot of knowledge and it might be cool to talk to them. At our normal EDC hour time of 5 p.m. on a Sunday, well, he's in the UK. The UK, I don't know why it came out that way. He's in the UK. And it's like 8-9 hours ahead of us Pacific time. So that puts it like middle of the night for him. So I don't know that that's going to work. But this is the folding shovel, the folding spatula, the knife with the tip broken off. You name it, whatever you want to call it. I call it freaking awesome. This is 2 pounds, just over 2 pounds of sheer awesomeness. I think this may be my go-to knife show carry. Last knife show I went to, I carried the Phil Harvey in my pocket, and I carried the VC Edge interface in the other pocket. my heaviest knife and my lightest knife. And they were both hits at the show. With this much of a pocket clip sticking out of your pocket, people tend to notice. And everybody wanted to see this and handle it and whatnot. And it was fun to bring this out. I showed it to some other maker. Like, it was just fun. This is just awesome. It's crazy sharp. I have cut the tip of my finger almost clear off one time when I first got it. So yeah, it's super sharp. It's a lot of blade, and I cannot open it with my thumb. I have got to do the claw method because I just don't have the strength to do it with my thumb. And it does fit in your jeans pocket, and it's really, it's not great to carry. It's not a let's carry it all day and disappear in your pocket. No. And then the next one I bought was the War Crime. This one I love. It is a flipper and it does flip. It's not going to be the best flipper, and you got to have it kind of at the right angle and, you know, maybe a little bit of wrist. Let me move this one out of the way over there. This is a big bad boy. It's like 7/8 inch blade thickness, and it's kind of dagger-ish style. It's like it's a not dagger, but more of a diamond pattern. And so, yeah, this is really going to be a good, this would be a good stabber. And because it's going to create such a huge wound cavity, yeah, you're done. Like, this is, if you're out there and you need this to kill your animal, some boar or hog, man, you go in, you twist, and there is no coming back from that thing. This one also has a huge pocket clip and some big humps on the backspacer. Again, the backspacer is not uncomfortable because you're really not coming in contact with it. I've loaned this to other people, and they did some videos, and they kind of, I thought, complained about the backspacer being uncomfortable, but in my hand, it's not, because I'm not even touching the backspacer barely. What is uncomfortable is the pocket clip. Again, these are not really EDC knives. These are cool art fantasy type of knives. This one, yeah, 50 Shades of Slash carried this one a lot. I know Valentino, my friend Valentino, was one of the first peacemakers I saw. He EDC'd this thing in his backpack, but he literally did, not this one, he carried it every day. It was always in his bag around New York City and New Jersey area where he lives. So, yes, you can EDC these big honking crazy knives. And it's not that big of a problem. This one is actually cool. I have carried this one a number of times when I first got it. That's really the only one that I've carried other than this one at the show. So there you go. A quick look at my Phil Harvey collection. I am super honored to have these. I would like to maybe get some more. He does some other peacemakers with different blade shapes. Big old hump on it. He's making one, I think it's like 4 pounds or something ridiculous. It's cool because he's doing it all with hand tools, hand mills, things like that. He doesn't have a big CNC. He is in the UK in a small little town on a ranch that's a working ranch with cattle and sheep and whatnot. I don't know all the animals, but he runs that ranch farm daily and then has a shop where he also builds knives. It's just a cool story. We will get him on the EDC Hour, either live or taped. That will happen sooner than later. In the next couple months, I'm sure we'll work out the timing. But if you have any questions on Phil Harvey stuff, please comment down below and let me know. I would love to chat about it more if you've got questions, and I will put a link to my Phil Harvey playlist up in the corner.